We'd like to present some of the families to you. This is Maria. She's 6, and her little sister Leticia is 5. Their little brother Martin's 2. They, with their parents and 3 other siblings, all 8 live in a bajareke. That's a little mud hut with a dirt floor. Their house consists of 1 room, a kitchen outside to cook in. The kitchen's really just an open area that they use to cook under. Like most of the houses in this area, they don't even have an outhouse, so they just have to go into the woods. Their father farms land for someone else, like a sharecropper. Now this is Glenda. She's 7. She lives in a 2-room adobe house with her mom and 2 siblings. Their dad left them a few years back. They don't have running water. They don't even have an outhouse, so they also just have to go to the woods. Since their father's nowhere to be found, their brother has to do all the farming for the family. Now when it's coffee picking season, the whole family goes out. And on a good day, they can pick about 300 pounds of coffee. Even the littlest children go. They make about $13 to $15 for all that coffee. Here's Rudy. He's 6 and his little brother Jason is 4. They live with their parents and 2 other siblings in an adobe house. No water, no lights, not even an outhouse. Their father does odd jobs around the village on the odd occasion that somebody needs some work done. During coffee picking season, the whole family goes out to pick coffee. Sylvia's 7 and her little sister Elsa's 4. They live in a 2-room mud hut. They live with their parents and 4 other siblings. They don't have water or electricity, so that means they have to carry the water from the pastor's house, which is about a half a mile away. Like most of the other houses in the village, they don't even have an outhouse. Their father is a farmer planting corn and beans. Much of the year it becomes so difficult for the family to survive on what he's able to grow that they practically have nothing to eat. Elder is 4. He lives in a 2-room adobe house with a tin roof and a dirt floor with his mother and his grandmother because a few years ago the father left. He doesn't have water or electricity, and so he has to bring water from about a half a mile away. His mother's a coffee picker, and she can pick about 100 pounds of coffee a day herself. Milton is 10, and he lives in a 1-room adobe house with a dirt floor with his 5 brothers and sisters and parents. They don't have electricity, and they have to haul water. They don't have water either. They don't even have an outhouse right now. They said that they did have an outhouse, but I guess it got full. They also said that it was just as well because they had become very spoiled having an outhouse. Can you imagine? His father farms the land just to have enough corn to feed his family. This is Giselle and her little sister Jamie. They live in a 1-room adobe house with a dirt floor. They don't even have an outhouse. The mother has to do the farming in order to provide for the family because the father left a few years back. So she does all that she can to grow enough corn for the family just to have tortillas to eat. Byron is 6. He lives in an adobe house with a dirt floor. His parents, Jose and Julia, work so hard to provide for their family. Even though they don't have water or electricity, they carry water from far away in the village. They do have an outhouse, but it fills up with water every time it rains, so it can't be used. During coffee picking season, they do go out and try to pick coffee. Orpha's 10. She lives with her parents and Dunia, her little sister, and 2 others that are not in the feeding center in a 1-room adobe house. No electric, no water, no latrine. Their father's a farmer like everyone else and also goes out to try to earn a little extra during coffee picking season. Glandy is only 6. Elida, who's not pictured here, is 9. And her sister live in a 1-room adobe house with a dirt floor. They live with their parents and 3 other siblings who are not part of this feeding center. They don't have water or lights or even a regular bathroom. They do have an outhouse, except when it rains, when it fills up with water. Their father's just a farmer trying to make a living for his family. You can see how pitiful their house looks from the outside, just pieces of tin and plastic. Alejandro and Rudy live in the adobe house that you see behind them with their parents and their siblings. Their life is much like everyone else, with no electricity, no water. They do have an outhouse, of course, except when it rains and it fills up with water. Their dad's just a farmer trying to make a living for his family. Well, those are just a few of the 225 families that we'll be providing Christmas for. For just $35, you can provide food and toys for an entire family. With over 600 children altogether, we ask that you would pray and ask if God would have you be a part of this project. You can click on the PayPal link on our website or Facebook.